Hey children, here is the parasite that is living inside 1 in 3 human brains right now and has been quietly running experiments on its hosts since before recorded history. You woke up this morning, made your decisions, had your opinions, felt like yourself, but one of those thoughts might not have been entirely yours. It's called Toxoplasma gondii, and there's roughly a 1 in 3 chance it's already inside you. Not in your stomach, and not passing through either. It's sitting in your brain, right now, in a tiny cyst it built for itself, comfortable, settled in, not going anywhere. Most people who have it feel completely normal. No symptoms, no warning signs, no indication that anything is sharing the space between your ears. You'd never know unless you specifically tested for it, and almost nobody does. Here's where the plot thickens. Toxoplasma's main target isn't actually humans, it's cats. Specifically, it needs to get inside a cat's digestive system to sexually reproduce. That's the only place in the world it can complete its life cycle. Problem is, Toxoplasma usually ends up in rats first, so it does something that should not be possible. It infects the rat's brain and rewires it, specifically the part that processes fear and attraction. A rat infected with Toxoplasma stops being afraid of cats. Worse than that, it becomes attracted to the smell of cat urine. The rat walks toward the cat eats the rat. Toxoplasma gets exactly where it needs to go. The parasite used a living brain as a navigation system. And it worked. And this is the part that might make you squirm. This is the moment you'll want to let settle. This parasite rewired a rat so completely that the rat's own survival instincts flipped. Fear became attraction. Prey walked into the predator's mouth on purpose. That happened inside a brain. Not a complicated brain, but a brain. With neurons, with chemistry, with signals that can apparently be intercepted and redirected by something with no nervous system and no agenda beyond getting into a cat. And then that same parasite ended up in yours, in a cyst it built for long-term residence, sitting there potentially for decades, in a brain that is significantly more complicated than a rat's. Just something to think about. And now for the shocking part. Humans are a dead end for Toxoplasma. We can't complete its life cycle. We're basically a wrong turn it can't reverse. So it sits in its cyst, dormant, technically harmless. Technically, because researchers started noticing patterns in infected humans that were hard to ignore. Men with Toxoplasma tested higher in testosterone and reported higher levels of risk-taking behavior. Infected individuals across multiple studies showed measurably slower reaction times. Some research found correlations between Toxoplasma infection rates and traffic accident statistics across entire countries. And then there's the schizophrenia link. People with schizophrenia are nearly 3 times more likely to test positive for Toxoplasma antibodies than the general population. Researchers are careful not to call it a cause, but the number keeps showing up, in study after study, too consistently to dismiss. You can get it from undercooked meat, unwashed vegetables, or a cat's litter box. It can also come through gardening without gloves, or even by touching your face after handling raw food. Basically, from being alive and occasionally careless, which describes everyone, which is exactly why 1/3 of the global population is already carrying it. Your neighbor probably has it, your coworker, possibly you, and none of you have any idea. So next time you do something uncharacteristically risky or feel inexplicably fine about a decision that should terrify you, just know there's a small but non-zero chance that something else did the math on that one. Your brain. Mostly yours, probably. If you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel.